The support means more than you know to all of us. I'd also like to thank some special supporters and some helpers. First of all, I would like to thank Sue and Jessica for coming up with this idea and basically organizing all of it. They've done a fantastic job, and to all the people who donated and helped. One more thing, I'd like everybody to know what fantastic parents Jacob and Sarah are. I have been so impressed by how they have handled all of this, making sure that Molly doesn't feel left out, and not complaining, just doing what they have to do, taking it day by day, and sometimes, honestly, I've been down and depressed, and they have lifted my spirits. Okay, there's supposed to be a presentation right now by Lakeshore Business Interiors. The owners of the company were not able to be here right now. I work for Lakeshore Business Interiors, and they too have been very supportive, not complaining, giving me any time that I needed off to help out Jake and Sarah or go see Jackson. Also helping with the expenses of my driving back and forth to Milwaukee. They donated some very nice things for the silent auction and auction here today, but they did one more thing that I was truly impressed by. They wrote out a check the other day as a donation and gave it to me. They wrote out a check for $1,000 for Jackson's Heart Fund. So I would like to thank Lakeshore Business Interiors and all the people who work there very much.
Hello everyone. We do have a special guest here today. Yeah, I could do that. I could say who I am. I am Jake's cousin, Jessica. I am the one with the website. I've been running that since before Jackson was born. Okay, our special guest today, we have Erin, who has flown all the way from DC to be here today to give a little speech. She has 3 heart defects that she was born with. 25 years ago, her birthday was Wednesday. Wednesday. I forget what date it was. So she's been here 25 years with heart defects. So for anyone that wonders, it can be done. So we got to keep cheering Jackson on. Oh God, I'm starting already too. Anyway, Erin has, I got to write these down, transposition of the great vessels, pulmonary stenosis, and single ventricle. She has a pacemaker, so her heart's still going. She just had a checkup, and she's doing good. Speak up. So.
I'm really going to try to get through this without crying, but I can't promise. My name is Erin Grimm, but to my CHD family, I'm known as Heart Girl. And when I was first told of Jackson's benefit, I was really humbled that the fact that people could come together for a little boy and his family, and it was just truly overwhelming and humbling. When I was 9 years old, that's when I realized that I was really different. I got the flu, and instead of just being sick in my bed, I had to be in the hospital where they discovered the flu had sent my heart into such an abnormal rhythm that I would have to have a pacemaker for the rest of my life. And that's when I had to stop and realize that I wasn't like all the other kids in school. And that's very hard. And while I was in the hospital, a little girl and her mom came walking by my room. And I was watching TV with my dad, and he was giving my mom her much-needed break, which, as Sarah can tell you, you do need a break. And as we were watching this movie, I was laughing, and I looked over, and a little girl was walking towards me. So I said, "Hi, I'm Erin, and what's your name?" And she looked back at me with the spunk that I've never heard before. "Hi, I'm Kate, and I have a heart condition, and I'm blind. So where are you sitting at?" Kaden was my best friend for the 2 years that she was here. We would play every day, and I would talk to her about things that I've never been able to talk to anyone about. She really, truly knew what I went through. And when she left this world, I truly know that a part of me went with her. After Kate passed, my mom started to look for other support groups to put me in so I could talk to other kids that had heart conditions or disabilities and just realize that I wasn't alone. But the truth is, there's not really that much out there for kids like us. So that's when I realized that as I got older, I would be needed. And it came about in a weird way. I was on MySpace one day, and I had my normal profile, and I was on just other heart groups on MySpace. And a mom wrote me. And she wrote me, and she said, I needed to see someone like you. I needed to see that it was okay for my son to be in the hospital and be sick, and that he would be okay, that this was temporary. And you're showing me that. What can we do to get the word out there? So that's how Heart Girl started, by one letter from one mom with one child with one heart condition. I now have over 400 friends on MySpace, on my Heart Girl site. Some are my personal friends who watched me my whole life. Others are CHD families. Others are CHD survivors who are like my brothers and sisters. And of course, you do have those families who don't have their CHD baby here anymore. So as I went through my life, I decided that I wanted to do something in memory of Kate, so she would never be forgotten about, no matter where I was or how far I made it. I knew I had to keep her alive. So I started Saving Hearts of America, which is a foundation that funds CHD research, because while there's hundreds of places doing this research, very few people are funding them directly. I also realized the connection that I had with Kate was different. It was a true friendship that would last no matter where she was, even when she's not here. I think about her every day, and the last time I saw her was when I was 9. So I know the connection that Jackson's going to need as he gets older. He's going to need friends, and he's going to need to know that he's not all by himself. And I also wanted the world to know about the disease that almost killed me, because I felt like nobody knew about it. And I realized it could be done, it should be done, and I would do it. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I knew I was going to do it. And I just really want to thank all of you guys for coming, because I've been where Jackson is right now. I was that little baby that had to go be visited by my mom, who couldn't take me home. And I really want you to know that's what Jackson wants right now. He wants to be with Jack and Sarah at home, with his big sister coming to his room and waking him up. That's where he wants to be. And you know, it's really hard, and I just really hope all of you realize how much good you're doing by just being here. And I would like to thank you for inviting me, and thank you for letting me meet all of you, and thank you all for coming, because this really means more to Jackson and his family than all of you realize. So thank you very much.
Okay, now I think, was there anyone else? I think we can go back to auction, or is that it? Go back in auction, eat, have fun. And we also, if you haven't already noticed, you wanna, okay, we have the 50-50 raffle is walking around, that tall guy with brown hair, that one waving. See him if you want 50-50 raffle tickets. We also have set up, if you want to request a song, we require a donation to Saving Hearts of America, Erin's foundation.